Okay, this is just a quick in transit. See, the stream was bugging out there. It said I was meant to be live like a whole 40 seconds ago. I don't know. But yeah, man, how Brakte, how shy, Brakte, how Brakte, how shy. Brakte, how Bashami, how shy, Bahasham Hakodash, man. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, man, a great millstone. And, you know, I, these roads in London lately are fucked up, man. You know, there's traffic everywhere. They decide to do roadworks all at the same time in one place, man. So like, traffic everywhere. It's just mayhem out here, man. But it's left out of one particular part, of London. I'm gonna drop the car off, at the crib, and then, take the transport. 'Cause it's easier that way. Congestion charge and parking to get up to the camp, man. But I was just kind of, you know, as it is, on camp day, man, you get kind of boosted up, you get riled up, you get ready, and the spirit starts flowing, man, from early, man. And what I wanted to speak about is our house being upon the rock, man. Now, this is a simple parable, okay, which Yahushua taught, and yeah, it's a simple parable. It's quite easy to understand. There's no mystical, deep breakdowns of this parable, man. You know, the type of rock it was, sedimentary rock, and this and that, golden sand. No, meaning behind it flows way deeper. Salakia. Yeah, I feel like I'm becoming under the weather a little bit, man. There was a wise man who built his house upon the rock is the sand first, down or the other way, right? The wise man built his house upon the rock, okay. And when the winds came, and it says the winds came, the rain came, the winds blew, the rain came, the flood came, you know. And it says he built his, but the foolish man, he built his house upon the sand, okay. And the winds blew, the floods came, the rain descended, and it fell, and great was the fall of it, okay. Now therein lies the lesson, man. The house that was built on the rock uh, stood the test of time. It weathered the storm, as it were. Oh shit, that's another fire brigade. Got 3 fire brigades, man. Shit. Wow, judgment, man. Okay. So the house that was built upon the rock stood the test of time. Okay, but the house that was built upon the sand, when the storm came, it fell, and great was the fall of it, man. Okay. And why did the house on the rock stand, and why did the house on the sand fall? The house on the rock stood because it had strong foundations, man. Okay, it had strong foundations, and the house on the sand fell because it had weak foundations, man. Okay, it had weak foundations. All right. Now here's a little bit more on that. Sand looks attractive, man. Okay, sand looks attractive. You know, like you got rock beaches. You have a few. You have a few. You have a few rock beaches in England, and then I believe you have maybe, is it Camber Sands? I think that's a sand beach. All right. Also in Wales, when I was out in Wales, they have a sand beach there. But most seafronts in England are rock. England ain't all that. You got a couple, one, two, maybe three. Okay. But when you think of the beach, you think of like the islands and stuff like that, clear water and things of that nature, man. All right, a proper beach is attractive. Okay, but guess what? Like when you're a child and you make sandcastles, you know, you get water from the sea coming in from the tide. All right, let me let this madness go past. That's 3 fire brigades, 1 police car, 3 fire brigades, and 1 ambulance. Wow. But yeah, you know, you get the water in the bucket and you put the sand and you make a sandcastle, man. But then guess what? There was always that one sibling or that one cousin or that one random kid on the beach that enjoyed knocking over castles, man. And when I was a child, I was very much into construction. I always like building sandcastles or building things, man. And it would really jar me, piss me off when someone would just come and knock it down. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know? Okay. But the point is, it's easy. It's easy to knock down a sandcastle, man. Because sand ain't strong. It's not a strong element. Neither is it a strong, no, neither is it a foundational element. Okay? Sand just looks pretty, man. Right? So the house that was built on the weak element, the pretty foundation, sand, when the test of time, you know, came and to see if that house would weather the storm, it fell, and it says great was the fall of it. But the house that was built upon the rock stood firm, man. Because rock, all right, is a strong element, man. Whereas sand is a soft element, rocks are strong elements. All right. If you want to get scientific with it, their ionic bonds, you know, are closely knit stronger. Okay. You know, so they have a stronger chemical, you know, makeup, which makes it a strong material, man, or a strong element rather. Okay. You know, so when the winds came, it stood firm because the foundation upon what the house upon which the house was built was a strong foundation, man. Now that goes for us because the parable, once again, a lot of people would just speak about hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yeshai Barakatha, shalom. I can't really see the full name because I'm, you know, the phone's in the compartment there. But hey, shalom, man, Yahweh Shem Yeshai Barakatha to all you Arkim, man. A few sisters as well. Okay. But yeah, the rock is Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, the rock is Yahweh Shai and the order on down, man. Right? And each of us is a stone or a slab in the temple of our power. But as individuals, we are our own house. Okay? Like Joshua said, all right? Because his name was Hawashai, but before Moses died, and you know, before Moses departed, he renamed um Hawashai, man. Okay, which means deliverer. Okay, he renamed Hawashai and put Yah at the beginning, at the front of it. So Moses gave him the same name. What the Lord, or you know, when the Lord came on the scene, you know, as the angel said, you shall name him Yahushua, for he shall deliver and save his people from their sins. Moses gave Yahushua the same name as the Lord, man. You know, he put a Yah, and that's the spirit. For whatever reason, you know, I'm not particularly sure, but for whatever reason, the spirit jumped to Moses to change his name from Yahushua, which would be in English they say Hosea or Hoshe. Um, But in the last one, Kodash is Hawashai to Yahawashai, which is Joshua. Okay, right? So yeah, you know, he changed his name, Joshua the son of Nun. And what did Joshua say? Um, as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord, man. Okay. So whilst we all make a part, each of us is an individual, you know, part of the nation. You know, we make up a part of the nation. Abarat Azar, you know, we're of the elect. We make up a building brick in the third temple, you know, the temple of our power. Oh, this is ridiculous, man. If I could flip the camera and show you brothers, man, these fucking idiots, made road. They're doing roadworks and they put the cones out where both lanes in contrary motion, meaning the traffic coming towards me all go in the same lane with no traffic light. They're asking for a crash, man. What the hell? But anyways, um, Joshua said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, man." Okay, so individuals, based upon the decisions you make, which is really the predestination of the Lord pre-programming us. All right, that constitutes what type of house you build, and more importantly, further than that, deeper than that, what house you're a part of, man. Okay, so when Joshua said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord," what house do you think he was a part of, man? He was a part of the house of David, which was going to be the house of David, man. Right? You know? Okay. And he made it his business to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? As the successor of Marshall, right? So each of us, we make our decision, man. What house you want to be a part of, man? You know, right? And anything else, man, anything else other than the truth is building your house upon the sand, man. Okay? We don't want to be those individuals that build our houses upon the sand. Okay? We don't want to be those guys, man. And as I was saying, sand it's a weak element, but it looks pretty, man. That's the things of this world, man. All right. A lot of things in this world look attractive, man. You know, fancy jobs. You know, um, you know, uh, having all kind of women chase you and glamorous cars and big houses. You know, five bed house and all of that, man. All of that, right? It looks fancy. Let me see if I can put this behind it to stop it from moving. Yeah, it looks fancy, but it's all weak, man. It's likened unto sand. Looks nice, but when it comes to the test of time, there's no strength in that, man. Okay, right? But a rock might not look as attractive as sand, man. You can lay in the sand and sunbathe in the sand. You can't really, lay on a rock is hard, man. All right, a rock doesn't give you, as it were, physical comfort, right? You know, but guess what? The rock does do, man. All right, it gives you a sure foundation, a strong foundation, man. So that when the winds blow and the rain descends and the floods come, all right, which is the day of evil, a time of trouble, all right, your art an austere man. Right? The word austere, it means severe, okay, severe in characteristics, straight to the point, blunt, right, not given to bodily comforts, man. All right, that is the manner of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, he said, the scriptures describes him as an austere man. Yahweh Shai was severe in his characteristics, man. All right, he was extreme, right? Now some people say, oh, you said the Lord's extreme, so it's not balanced. No, not that the Lord had just one emotion. There's times in scriptures, where the Lord joked around with the disciples, man. It's written in the scriptures, man. You know, but whatever the Lord was committed to do, in whatever emotion, whatever motive he had, he did it to the best of his ability. That's the extremity we're speaking about, man. All right. But for the most part, Yahweh Shai was a strict, austere man. Okay, right? He's the type of person that when you're around him, you'd probably feel on edge, man. Okay, and if you ever got comfortable around him, you know, there'd be something that would be within you, like don't get too comfortable, man. That's the type of character the Lord was when he was around, man. You know, and that's the type of character we develop. The longer we're in the truth and the more, this Holy Spirit deals with us, man. That's the type of character you develop, man. You know, all right. And brothers have shared testimonies of what people have said when they're around them and things like that. Like I myself, man, you know, one time, I went to my woman's place, man, and she said, "Oh, but I just feel like, I just feel like I'm in trouble when you're around, you know, I just feel like I've done something wrong, you know." She said that like a couple of years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, and funny enough, she said that last night, man. She said that last night, you know. I was looking at her, and she just said, "Have I done something wrong?" You know. That's the type of spirit you command. That's the type of presence you command about yourself. Because there ain't nothing to be happy about, man. Now, that's not saying we walk around with screw faces 24/7, looking to shout. Nah, man. You could be normal. You could just be in a. And I wasn't pissed off at her, but you could just be normal. Like, neither here nor there. You're just normal. But people perceive that as you're hyped up or you look angry. Yeah, because you've got a certain look about you now, because you're no longer murphed up in the world, man. Okay, you know, you're no longer juiced in to the Babylon juice, that stupid juice, man, that silly juice, man, that juice where everything's a fucking joke, man. Everything's a fucking joke. Everything, is ha ha he he. That's all bullshit, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that type of spirit, man. You know, okay, you know. So we become austere in the truth, man. I fear thee, for thou art an austere man. Yahushua was an austere man. Okay, you know, right? But that's what comes with being built upon the rock. As I said, you can lay on the beach because the sand is warm from the sun. The sand is soft, you know. But if you lay on a rock, you might cut yourself, man. If you try and lay on a hard ass rock, your back might get cut, man. You know, you might cut your back. You may graze your skin, you know, because a rock is hard. So in the truth, we're taught to be hard. But guess what? It's not for the sake of it. There's a purpose. Because when the winds come, man, what is the winds? What is the rain? What does the flood represent? That represents the day of evil, man. Okay? The scripture says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Alright? Jacob's trouble, man. That's the evil day. Jeremiah 30 tells us about that, man. Okay? It is the day of Jacob's trouble, man. But he shall be saved out of it, man. That's the elect. Alright? But guess what? We're being prepared to go through that, man. You know? Alright? It's like, yeah, we're being prepared to go through it. Okay? You know? Because everyone's gonna go through it, but some won't survive, man. Those who won't survive are those who weren't prepared, man. Okay? It's like a boxing match, man. Stamina and endurance training. That's a part of it, man. You practice your hits and your defense mechanisms. Yeah, another part of boxing is stamina and endurance, man. Okay, if you can't endure, you when you train, right? Because brothers box and whatever and train and stuff, right? When you train, if you're really on it, man, if you're really serious, you want to train to go around 13 to 14 rounds, man. Now we know that a boxing match is 12 rounds, okay? But if you train at the level of 13 to 14 rounds, all right, you've trained your body above what is actually expected of you, man. So guess what? When you actually get in the ring, round 9, round 10, if the battle's still going out, you know, then you may be feeling it, but you've got enough in the tank because you've trained above, man. All right, you know. See, here it is. I'm driving through my neighborhood, and you got these guys out here. you know, offshoots from a bug out we know, man. And we used to teach in that spot as well, you know. And them guys, they don't want to acknowledge, you know, Great Millstone. They don't want to, you know, it's, is what it is, man. Is what it is, you know. And I believe through the spirit that they sent a spy to come to. I could be wrong, but I believe through the spirit they sent a spy to come to um, one of the camps. You know, it's the same camp. You know, but we have a midweek camp, man. One of the heads goes out in a particular area, and I believe these lot sent a spy, man, asking some weird ass questions, man. We cursed him out. You know, we kind of dealt with him, but then when we saw he was about folly, we cursed his ass out, man. You know, but anyways, back to the point, man. You know, if you train above, when you're actually in the ring, you still may be tired, but you got enough to keep going, man. That's what Yahweh Shai is doing, man. Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Through the adversity, the scriptures speak about through the furnace of adversity, man. We're being put through the furnace of adversity, brothers, man. But guess what? It's to train us, man. So that when the time does come, you know, we're gonna be cool. We're gonna be calm. Not that it's gonna be a cakewalk. It's gonna be hard, but we would have been well prepared, man. Okay, all right. That's why the scripture says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength for thy salvation," man. All right. Oh, I should have gone the other way, man. Gone round the back, because there's bad traffic around here, man. Fuck. It is what it is, man. But that's the point. So, like, yo, all right. We're being trained, man. The scripture says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability." The scriptures speak about stability for the elect. Okay, don't miss that, man. The scriptures speak about stability for the elect. Okay, it tells us that we're going to be stable. Abarah is our way of the elect. It tells us, you know, you're going to be stable, but it tells us what the foundations of our stability will be, which is wisdom and knowledge. Okay, of what? The scriptures, man. The true breakdown, the true understanding of the scriptures, man. Okay, you know, it doesn't say the instability, it says the stability, man. You know, okay. Talking about the parable, sand looks nice, all right, but it's an unstable foundation, man. You may be able to build a house on it. It may look like the house is standing up, but let any adversity come your way, okay? Let any wind blow in the direction of that house, man, okay? And as they talk about in engineering, the integrity of a building, all right, the integrity of a building, when you get into masonry and engineering and stuff, it really goes back to the chief cornerstone, which is that major foundational stone or pillar upon which a whole building integral structure is based upon. And if that integrity of the building is 1 or 2 degrees out, left or right, all right, that when anything, it may stand, but let the rain fall a bit too hard or let the wind blow a bit too swift, that building could fall because there's no integrity of that building, man. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, man. All right, it's the exact same thing. The chief cornerstone is Yahweh Shai, man, and the integrity of the building, all right, is his example, man. And if we're built upon him, all the other stones that's built around the cornerstone, upon the cornerstone, they stand firm. Not because of they have strength within themselves, but it's because they're put or built upon the integral structure, the example, the exemplary, man. Okay, which is who? Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right. So, and you know, we've been building Abarat Azar, man. You know, we've been building on the rock, man, but we continue and pray to the Lord that He continues to allow us to build, man, upon the rock, man. Build upon Yahweh Shai, man, because all other avenues fail, man. All right, all other avenues fail. Okay, the Christian church fails, man. Islam fails. Okay, you know, the do as thou wilt spirit. You know, the God Nike. Just do it spirit. That all fails, man. The government fails. Okay, your cabinet, your senate, your parliament, all right, right wing, left wing, all of that. It all fails, man. Politics fails. Okay, and even Esau knows that politics fails, man. Okay, you know, all else is sand out there, but it's cool. And we gonna be live Abu Ratazar, man. We make it to the camp within the next hour or so. We go live, man. The streets are hot today, man. Like fire brigades, ambulances, police, undercover feds driving. Like, it's wow, man. You know. Okay, but as I was saying, yeah, Abu Ratazar, but I'm gonna take the transport back up to south, or back down to south, I should say, where the other camp is, and Abu Ratazar will be live soon, man. For the camp. Okay, but this was just a few words on the houses, man. Okay, and under Yahweh Shai, there's an order, man. Who's the chief stone under Yahweh Shai? Who's the chief? All right. In fact, the house which is being gathered is known as what? The house of David, by Yafta Wada, man. Okay, and how was that solidified? Um, when Yahweh Shai asked the disciples, "Who do men say that I am?" They were joking about. So some say that ye are Elias, or you're John the Baptist coming back. You know, yeah, I think it's because I'm next to the Tottenham Stadium. They the connection ever since they built this new stadium, the connection just kind of whack around this area, man. But yeah, Yahushua said, "Who do you say that I am?" All right, and Peter said, "I believe that you are Hamashiach, anointed, okay, the Son of the Living Power, the Most High, you know." And Yahushua said, "Flesh and blood did not reveal this unto you, um, all right, but my Father in heaven, all right, you know, you're no longer called Simon, but Shemai one, but you know, Kapha, all right, which in English you say Peter, but Kapha comes from the Hebrew root word kap, all right, kap, which means stone or rock. Okay, so we said you're a kap or Kapha, but the root word there is kap, and it's yeah, stone or rock. And he said, and upon this cup, all right, the cup, upon this cup, the rock or stone, I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. All right, and the Lord then gave him the keys, man, to the church. Actually, all right, and it's the spirit. Of course, it was gonna go down that way because Peter is the head apostle, man. You know, and as well as being the head apostle, he is King David coming back, man. You know, and David's position in Israel, was always to be the top man under Yahweh Shai. Okay, you know, like I brought it out the other day, is it in Deuteronomy where it says, and Moses was king, and he was king. Speaking of Moses, it says, and he was king in Jeshurun. Jeshurun is just another way of saying Israel. Okay, so Moses being king in Jeshurun, which is Israel, he was the first king of Israel. And once again, Marshal Moses is the same spirit as David, okay, which is the same spirit as Peter, okay. So it was always written down in in, before the foundation of the world, that top spirit under Yahweh Shai is the spirit of David, man. Okay, in a previous lifetime, Yahweh Shai was his son, you know, and in another lifetime, yeah, David was his disciple, you know. to those two spirits, the spirit of Yahushua and David go back from the beginning of time. You know, always close to each other, be it father and son, master and disciple. You know, mediator, or I should say mediator and burning bush. They've always had a close relationship, man. You know. Okay, so it's only right that David or Salaki Peter, um, said that, man. Okay, so under Yahweh Shai, you've got Peter, which is the integral rock. Okay, you know, he is that rock, man. So if you have a problem coming up under the order, then you have a problem with the house of David, the integral structure. You want to change and rearrange the foundations of the building. Well, if you try and do that and rock with your version, it's gonna fall, because ultimately you've transitioned from a building which foundations is upon rock to a building which is built upon sand, man. You know. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Like I said, I'm about 5 minutes, from where I need to be. Then I'm gonna jump on the public transport and drive all the way back up. 'Cause if I tried to, I could drive there. You gotta pay £15 congestion charge, bullshit. But the traffic on the roads, man. I'd get to the camp 2 hours later. Whereas if I get the train, um, you know, once I get to the station, it will take me about half an hour maximum, to get to get to camp, man. So anyways with that, man, um, Rockaway, how about Shimashab, Basham Kakadash, man. And catch you in a bit, Abarat Azar, make it there safely, man. Catch you in a bit at camp. Shalom.